On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Today, an NFC battle in store for us, between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw this on the first play. Milroe. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Milroe looking to throw. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And that's good for a Seattle first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Seattle.
Throwing here, Milroe. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, but don't put it in harm's way.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Here's Milroe to throw. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Working quickly here. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. To the air, Milroe. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came from, 0 chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. 4th down caught from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead this time with Love. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Beck. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 35-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Now it's Milrow. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Milrow here on 2nd. It's caught, Varner. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
3rd and short, it's Milrow. Connection made to Shaheed. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
7. Cardinals nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Here's Beck. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know that was exactly what the defense talked about on the sidelines. Getting ready for that drive. Let's send a message from the jump, and let's hit them hard.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Handoff now to Love. And he's hauled down just beyond the line, but that's all they needed. Just a single yard for that first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Cardinals first
A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Quarter, it's Cardinals football. They've got it first to begin the frame. And the hit's going to separate him from that football. Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They've got 3rd and 5 now after the last completion got him 5. The snap to Beck. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
He's got McBride complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers, too.
Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd down now. It's back. He hauls this one in with one hand. He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch, so give him, it looks like about 7.
Hey, Kate, do you remember when these were ultra rare? Like, only a few players could pull in a one-hander in a game. Now you see receivers practicing one-handed catches. They're becoming almost commonplace, but it still doesn't take away from being one incredible catch.
Hauled in again, it's McBride. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Here's back on 1st and 10. Now up to 5 completions on this drive. Love from the pistol. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
All right, a couple of yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Gonna go play action with Beck. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
We've set it down from 37. Milroe now to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. I'm going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
To throw, here's Milroe. And this time they forced the incompletion. Defense was ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Throwing now, Milroe. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be his second drop of the game. It brings up third down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Catch is made in close. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal. Jones can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Complete on the option. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Offense in a hurry up here. They'll run with Jones. And he's going to be stopped. Third goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on fourth and goal?
I don't mind that call at all, Kate. No RPO there on third down situation, but they went to the run, and they just couldn't get enough.
Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. On fourth down, here's Milroe. On the move, headed right. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Back to the air. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Hey, you got to understand, if you're going to throw it backed up that close to your own end zone, ball security is priority 1. You need safe, accurate, low-risk throws. The worst-case scenario, simply hit the grass. You can't make a bad choice with the ball because an interception, look at it. It gives this offense on the other side incredible field position.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 11 yards out. Myers to add the PAT. And I believe this should stand, Brock. It looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who jumped early. Let's see. Yeah, avoidable mistake there, Brock. Offsides the call. All right, they appear comfortable with the lead they have, so they're just going to kick this from the 10. That one a whole lot easier after that penalty as he sends it through. No problem.
Seahawks 14, Cardinals nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they're going to have the 1st down. Nice chunky yards there, giving about 17 of them. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. The final throw before the break. Look at that power, deep left side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Love trying the right side. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the 1st play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd down. Here's the snap to Beck. Left side into the hands of McBride. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that's going to give Arizona the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's Beck. Going play action. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Byron Murphy. Matching last week's effort with that sack.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their 1st sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. 3rd down upcoming.
It's now
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Now back. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Milroe now off the play fake. And he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. Offense in the hurry up here.
And Milroe sack. A loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Throwing on second, Milroe. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's third down. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game, and he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You have got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get him the ball.
Here he goes, third and long. Buys time, rolling right. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. He'll see himself out for the game. And that's going to be a Seahawks first down. Receiver in motion, going left. Now Darnold. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to it. Offensive line fast.
It's second down.
On second down, Darnold. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. These hits finally taken out, so call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And that gives the Seahawks the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Darnold. Finding Shaheed, back-to-back plays. And he's going to head out after a gain of 7.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Second down, Darnold. And right back to him. This time the defense was ready. Now he forces it loose. It's incomplete, so we've got a third down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of third down, they're now defending 1st and 10. This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. To throw, here's Darnold. He can't hang on. Catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Darnold. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Right side, Shaheed's got it. And they're going to take him down just short of that marker in that range. Might we see them go for this 4th down?
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Now Darnold, 4th down. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And that has them the first. They get 6 on 4th down.
That was some serious trust right there, Kate. I like to say that you sign the check as a quarterback once that ball leaves your hand. And he threw it short of the sticks, trusting his guy could go get the rest, and he sure did.
On the counter, it's Charbonnet. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Now it's Milroe. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. First return score, and now he's got a receiving one, too. Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it. So the officials wanted the review, gave it a second look, and will keep their initial ruling. Going after from Myers, he is up and good. And the lead now 21.
21. Cardinals nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Back throwing. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
A gain of
Goes to the hurry up
17
here.
yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Here's Beck. And he's going to want another chance at that one. Catchable ball indeed. Just couldn't come up with it. Second down.
Intended for Kendrick Bourne.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they
And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this third quarter. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Back for the start of the fourth quarter, and they're going to start here with a 1st and 10. Here's Beck. Completed to his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense up to the line fast.
Yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
From the red zone on 1st. And a good defensive play to knock that one out. So we've got 2nd down.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
2nd down now. It's back. Looked for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It was a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down.
I can understand still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because it's been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
At their own 13-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Milroe. Has the open man downfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive. 36 yards.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A give left side to Charbonnet. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down. Well, you tell me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
No low to pass on 2nd down. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be ruled his 2nd drop of the game. It brings up 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is caught. Horton has it. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle.
Pass complete to Torrey Horton.
Last week provided these guys their first test of the year. Didn't do too well on that one, but this week they have had a nice response. They're on their way to that 1st win of the season.
As a team, this is the only correct answer you want from a test, Kate. Showing they can move past a loss really quickly and play to the standard that they want to play to the next time out. Well done.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. The snap to back. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's a
They needed a lot more out of this offense in this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Brissett to throw it. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. These hits finally take it out. So call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And that's going to give Arizona the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Brissett to throw. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. No motion at tight end left. Starting on the ground here with Charbonnet. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
30-yard line.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Working on 2nd down. Milroe. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Typically by this point, with this kind of lead late in the game, you don't see the ball pushed down the field. Now, there's part of me that kind of likes it because you're giving your backups an opportunity to play. There's also a part of me where, you better be careful because I don't think this defense is going to forget it.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing their homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Now it's Brissett. Passing quick here, but the pass rush fast enough to match it. On him in time to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd down. Here's Brissett again. He's got Bourne left side. And they bring him down around the 34.
Complete to Kendrick Bourne. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
That is not easy to do. That down and distance, everything is open to the offense. It takes great discipline defensively and the ability to go knock it away and get off the field.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
13.
Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Pistol now for Milroe. Forced out to his right. And he is hit as that throw dies behind the line. Defense all over him in this game. That forces 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Milroe here on 2nd. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Oh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes as a quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. A throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be out of bounds and just in the nick of time if you're a defender. Looks like about a step or 2 shy of that line to gain. That brings up 4th and a yard.
I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. On 4th down, here's Milroe. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Over the middle and hauled in by McBride. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. We've set it downs for them from the 31. Here's Brissett. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emmanwori. Has room down the left sideline. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Myers to add the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they continue piling onto this lead.
Cardinals nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Hand off to Love, running left. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
It's a gain of 11.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Brissett to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
What does that smell? Do you smell that, Kate? I kind of smell that right there. You know what that smells of? That smells of desperation with that pass.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now, Brissett. And that one's going to fall incomplete. That forces 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, the defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. He's got McBride complete. And this is going to go for a gain of 20 as that converts on 4th down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of them on 2nd down. Brissett looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
One final shot here. Has it down close. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's score or not, the coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.